Let's talk about the comfort zone. Is it actually a comfortable place? No, it's not actually comfortable. We call it a comfort zone and it sounds really nice, right? Warm blankets, familiar smells, a soft, safe little bubble. But what if, you know, I told you it's more like a warm prison? A place where the heating works just well enough that you forget the door is locked. Let me paint you a picture I think you will understand. You wake up, the day is really nice, fine, not awful, not amazing. You do the things you know how to do, you talk to people you know, you go where you always go, and somewhere deep in your chest, there's this quiet hum of something missing. A hunger, a voice that whispers, is it really what we're just going to do? So, right after the whisper comes another voice, louder. It says, don't be stupid. This is safe. This is what you know. What if you try and it doesn't work? What if you fail and everyone sees? What if you succeed and everyone and everything changes? That's the one, isn't it? The last one. What if I succeed and everything changes? We tell ourselves we are afraid of failure. But I have come to believe most of us are even more afraid of success. Because of failure, no. We know failure. We are familiar with. We have an identity built around it. I'm the unlucky one. I'm the one who never catches a break. There's a weird safety in that. But success, that would mean becoming someone new. And that means losing who you were. Even if who were was miserable, at least, it was you. So instead, you stay. You stay in the job you hate because it's what you know. You stay in the relationship that's been over for 2 years because being alone is unknown beast. You stay in the same city, the same habits, the same excuses because this warm little prison has conditioned you to believe that the unknown outside is freezing, dangerous wasteland. But here's the thing about this prison. The bars aren't real. You built them yourself. From memories of past mistakes. From things your parents said when you were 12. From that one time you tried something and it didn't work. And you decided never again. You gathered all that pain and shame and built a cage. And then you furnished it nicely so you wouldn't notice the bars. You put a cozy rug over the floor. You hung some pictures of someday on the walls, but it's still a cage. And the saddest part, you convinced yourself that leaving the cage is the danger, when actually staying inside is a slow, quiet death. Every year you spend in the warm prison, a little more of your spark goes out, and you don't even notice it happening every day. One day you just wake up at 40, 50, 60 and you realize you've been playing it safe your entire life. And now you're not even sure who the real you actually is underneath all the fear. I'm not saying to scare you. I'm saying it because we are being there. I have had one foot in that cage really, that was painful, ready to step out, then pull it back because at least the cage was predictable. At least I knew that misery looked like here. I didn't know what I would look like outside the cage, and the unknown felt like free falling. But here's a secret they don't tell you. The moment you finally step out, really step out, not just peek, the cold air isn't freezing. It's actually just fresh. You gasp at first, sure, but then you breathe and you realize the prison wasn't keeping you warm. It was suffocating you. So slowly you forget what real air felt like. Change doesn't have to be dramatic. It doesn't have to be quitting your job tomorrow with a viral speech. Something living inside you, step by step. You have to put yourself outside a little by little. I'm not going to say yes to that thing. I always say yes to purely out of obligation. Sometimes it's starting that tiny project you have been mocking yourself for dreaming about, but doing it in secret just for your own heartbeat, not for applause. Sometimes it's telling someone how you actually feel, even if your voice shakes, especially if your voice really shakes. Because the warmth of the prison is a lie. It's not warmth, it's numbness. And you weren't born to be numb. You were born to be alive, messy, imperfect, scared but still moving, alive. So here's my question for you. In the quiet, after this speech ends, what's one small bar of your personal warm prison that you could test today? Not break, not destroy, just push a little. See if it's been even locked. Because I suspect a lot of the doors we think that sealed shut actually swing open with just one honest trembling push. And if you try and it's hard and scary and you want to run back inside immediately, that's okay. That's a part of it. The point isn't to never feel fear again. The point is to realize the fear of staying is slowly becoming bigger than the fear of living. And that's, my friend, is the moment that warm prison loses its power. Take your time. But don't take forever. The real you is out here, waiting here. And the air is so much better than you remember. Thank you for listening. See you next time.